About I've been in these streets just listening and stuff, hanging out. And I said, let me take my butt home. I gotta make sure all my stuff is in here. See my shoe. Hold on, I just went and ordered something, and I just need to make sure everything is in here before I pull off, honey. I had to make sure everything was in here. I hadn't had this in a minute. Hey, what y'all been into? What's been going on? Hi, everybody. Listen, I know everybody. I'm on my way, girl. I know everybody probably in the streets and everybody house hanging out, child. So I said I had to stop and get me some spinach dip. We need to get in touch with the man so I can get me my birthday steak dinner. I don't even eat steak like that, but you know I eat free steak. I eat free steak. Am I going the wrong way? Yes, we're gonna do a live. Well, I'm gonna do a live later, talking about the service yesterday and the transformation is amazing. Also, y'all know Baldy McFaldy is hitting the walls, baby, because I'm gonna tell you one thing. You can tell the people that play with God and the people that serve God. You can tell them. He said you can tell the tree by the fruit that it bears. And some of these heifers out here bear some bad fruit, y'all. And I think we're seeing that. We're seeing it. It's like you're seeing it. You're seeing it unfold. A lot of people don't understand what is going on right now, but we're in a transformation in the world. So I'm running some errands, Andrew. I am running some errands. I'm doing good. How y'all doing today? But a lot of people don't see what's going on. But we are in a transformation. We're in a transformation period. God is, He said those that were last shall be first. So sometimes you gotta stay your course. You can't move too fast. You know what I'm saying? You can't move too slow. You just gotta keep a steady pace on what God has you to do. Now, sometimes in life, God will tell you to just slow down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Slow down a little bit, catch your wind, breathe, and let's go. And then sometimes in life, God will tell you speed up, speed it up. Come on, we need you to speed this thing up. But God will never tell you to do anything that that is against the will for your life, if that makes sense what I'm saying. So, we have to make sure that we stay our pace. My road to life is not your road to life. Your road to life is not my road to life. So we need to make sure that we stay our course. We cannot worry about, so you can't worry about anybody's course but your own. You gotta stay the course. You gotta stay the course. So I guess that's just, if that would be my, like, I don't know. Because I just came on to just say hi, whatever, whatever. So I guess if that would be anything that I would have to, like, say for today. Before we go, because I'm gonna go, we get into, how we talk. Y'all know how we talk up at Auntie House. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get into some real raw feelings. We gonna get into some real raw things. You know what I'm saying? Bald headed Skittle said something today, y'all. It was so profound, and I'm like, okay, Lord, she's finally seeing it. She said she's reaping her karma in 2025. I said, and you are, with your bald headed, you gonna reap that bald headed Skittle. And I kept telling y'all, I said, just wait. So as a man, so shall he reap. So shall he reap. My thing is this: until she get her life together, she's gonna constantly drop she's gonna have to reap a lot of what she sowed. Because what she didn't do is she didn't go back and pull it up, recultivate that ground, knowing she planted the wrong seeds. She began to water those seeds that she planted. So therefore, baby, you gotta reap that dang on harvest. You gotta reap it. It says, God has got an order, God has got a principle. And that's just it. You gotta reap that. But some people think that they can do stuff without a consequence. But God don't operate like that. He really don't. We don't operate like that. So it's gonna have to happen. Now, if you are a person of true faith and true deliverance, and you're seeking deliverance, you have, all that stuff, then you will repent for the things that you did in life. Because God forgives us. Man, I don't got no nothing. I ain't getting no nothing. Stuff all in my mouth. Because God forgives us for our sins. But some people refuses to repent. Instead of repenting, they be doubling down, tripling down, because they don't want to just repent. I don't know. This world is getting stranger and stranger and weirder by the day. So Unless people start getting their life right, their hearts right, because God said He judges a man by his heart. That's why if anytime I'm feeling any type of malice, ill intent, any of that in my spirit, in my heart, I try to rid myself of that because I know God judges a man by his heart. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Yeah. But I know, everybody's out and about in these streets or whatever, doing them. Listen, they got other, visiting other people and doing all that. It's cool. I was just coming out here because I was out in these streets and I had stopped by. I hadn't had any spinach dip in a while, so I really wanted some spinach dip. So I went and got me some spinach dip. I wanted some street tacos, but I didn't go get none. I was like, well, the only reason I didn't get none is because I got my butt on this thing. I got my butt on the highway, and in order to go get my street tacos, I had to go another way, and I ended up going the opposite way because I had the high came out the percolator or whatever. But I had a very powerful birthday weekend. I just had a birthday on Saturday. So I had a very, very powerful, powerful birthday weekend. I mean, it ended, I wouldn't even say it ended bad. I just feel like my New Year starts on my birthday. I believe, people be like, oh, New Year starts December 31st. I wasn't born December 31st. So I was born March 29th. So I don't turn a year. My whole year is, so I believe your New Year starts on your birthday. That's just me. Thank you, Rogue. Thank you. So I believe my New Year starts on my birthday. So my New Year started off amazing. I was in the room with this amazing woman. Y'all need to, I'm going to put her information, her bio, all that stuff in my, I'm going to try to get it and somehow put it in my like community wall or something like that because I just believe that especially if I got business owners and stuff like that. If you are a minority business owner, y'all need to holler at your girl. Like, I learned so much this weekend about health and wealth and just what it's like, people when they feel like they're in a room, like I'm in the room with a with billionaires and million, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they look like me. And they look like me. And it wasn't because Waka Flocka was supposed to come to the conference. Waka Flocka was supposed to be a part of the conference or whatever. But he ended up not coming to I don't know. He ended up not being a part of the conference. But like, it wasn't even in that. He was just coming in, I guess, on the music aspects part of the conference or whatever. But like, I don't know, entertainment, I don't know. But because Waka Flocka has a lot of investments, and Waka Flocka is a wealthy man, and people don't know that about. Like, they just look at him as the entertainer, the reality star, different things like that. But first of all, Deb Abney See, people don't know they be sleep on Deb too. You know what I'm saying? Deb is that business. Deb Abney is that business. Y'all be looking at people like what's her name? A lot of other like Yandy and all them, baby. No, 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 no. See, Deb is old money and Deb is silent money. See, you got to think about the type of people you is. So I just learned a lot of what I was in there with what is it called? 7 Figure Squad. He's on YouTube. 7 Figure Squad. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting at the table eating lunch and dinner with these multimillionaires. Just multimillionaires. You know what I'm saying? Yes, my net worth or my gross worth or whatever, however you said it. Like my portfolio, I have $1 million portfolio. You know what I'm saying? But when I say these are people that have multi-million-dollar portfolios, you know what I'm saying? Like just, and mine is because I was smart and I listened and I was able to put able to invest well. Now, the difference between and then, but what I learned about is being able to create generational wealth for my children and my children's children and my children's children's children. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm long gone from this world and my legacy is living on, they're like my grandmother and my grandfather created generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? Our names are gonna ring the same amount of name as the Hiltons and the Rockefellers and the Trumps and the the Obamas. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna the Reagans we're gonna have that same type of it's gonna be generational, 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 and so that has always been my goal. Oh my God, he got a dead butterfly on the front of his truck. Oh, I don't know if he's dead or if he's trying to fly off. Oh. But that has always been my goal, is to create generational wealth. And my children right now are trust fund babies. You know what I'm saying? My grandchildren are trust fund babies. So, like, 111, God is able. They are they're trust fund babies, so they don't have to worry about if God forbid something happened to me or their father, how they gonna live, how they're gonna survive, what type of house they're gonna have, what type of because they have a trust. They have property within their trust. They have things that businesses within their trust. They have stuff that they don't have to go to probate. They don't have to do all these things. They'll be okay. So we forget that. We think about now, now, now. We don't think about what happens when we're not here, and how do we leave generational wealth and a legacy. God says a good man or woman leaves an inheritance to his children's children. So if God says a good man or woman leaves an inheritance to his children's children, then and that's not saying that those that have passed this on to a higher power, may God forgive them of all their sins and grant them paradise. Not to say these people were not good people, but God says that a good man or woman leaves a inheritance to his children's children. And in my eyesight, that speaks that we are not doing this selfishly for us today. We're not doing this so I don't care to be the one that drives. Listen, I love me a good Jaguar. I love me a good Jaguar. But I don't love me a Jaguar note. I don't love me a Jaguar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, I'm one of them people, I don't have to have the top. Yes, I have name brand. Yes, I have, whatever. But I'm not a, I used to be when I was younger. That's why it doesn't bother me when my kids go out and buy a pair of Balenciagas, or it doesn't bother with me when my kids go out and buy, because I was the same way in my 20s, in my early 20s and stuff. I had red bottoms before red bottoms was a thing. I had 300 and 400 pair of tennis shoes and boots, and I lived in Minnesota where it snowed. Okay, but I had all these expensive shoes and boots and this and this and this. And I remember I was moving into another house, and I wasn't able to get all my shoes and stuff out, so I lost all them things. And I want to say my shoe collection probably was worth about $100,000 to $200,000 at the time, and this was in the '90s, y'all. This was in like '95, because I worked at a high end boutique. So, well, store. It was a store, but I worked in the boutique part of the high end store. And so, people come in, and that's where they come and they get their suits, tailors, and stuff. And I worked in two. I worked in two separate ones. I worked in a gift shop where people come and they might come and buy their husband a $20,000 suit and stuff, and I'm wrapping it and stuff, and they coming in there and they're seeing how beautiful I wrapped it, and they give me a $200 tip. When I say man, listen, God was able back then, you know what I'm saying? And so then I worked in these places, so I got discounts, so I could get a pair of 300. I knew when they were marking a pair of $300 shoes, you know what I'm saying? Then okay, they mark them down to $265, and then I get 50% off. Okay, I can pay that for a pair of $400, $300 and $400 pair of shoes, like. And I didn't have children. So it was just me. So I didn't have to think about nobody but me. So life was just different. Life was just different, and life was amazing, and life was just life. So I know how it feels to be wasteful over things. And I had to admit, it was a time in my life where I was a very wasteful person. Very wasteful. I've learned. That's why I said, when you've learned how to live with a plenty, and you've learned all these things, and see, I'm glad that God took me through that in my 20s where I had an abundance, and I was wasteful, and I knew, and whatever, because I was young, I had an abundance. It didn't matter. Well, I thought I had an abundance. You know what I'm saying? But then I went through motherhood, and I was a single mother, and so the abundance wasn't the abundance anymore. It was like, okay, now you got, it's not just you. Not saying, I was that mother that my kids had to wear name brand, you know what I'm saying? Even though back then, baby, when my daughter was little, when my oldest was little, baby, she was an Old Navy baby. I am not gonna lie. Old Navy used to have the cute, and then I liked it bright colors, and Old Navy always, she was cute. hmm She was cute. So, but I learned now, you know what I'm saying? I don't have the same, yeah, I mean, listen, I shouldn't have the same mindset in my 50s that I had in my 20s. If you got the same mindset in your 50s that you had in your 20s, baby, you need to get your life together. You need to reevaluate your mindset. You need to really, like, because growth, you should have grown, like, because we done already went through life. Yeah, I don't have my expectations. I ain't gonna lie and say I don't have expectations for 25-year-olds, 24-year-olds, 23-year-olds. I would be a liar if I say I didn't have an expectation for them. But what I can say is, um you know what, they're gonna get a I would be lying if I said I didn't have an expectation for them, because I do have an expectation. You know what I'm saying? But I have an expectation that they learn who they are, because that makes a difference. You got to know who you are. You got to know who you are, and then in your 20s you learning. You learning. But by the time you get to your 50s, baby, listen. You know exactly. Hold on, y'all. Let me order these drinks. Oh, that look good. I've never tried their lattes. I've been very interested in trying one, but I'm scared that it's gonna be nasty. I don't think they have regular fraps. Anybody here today? Didn't nobody show up at work today, y'all? Ain't nobody answering the phone. Hello? Guess ain't nobody showed up at work today. Oh, guess they closed. Oh, it is in there. Y'all didn't hear me. Sorry about that. What's ringing? Hold on, y'all. So I don't know. My expectation for people be different. But I'll be back live later, y'all. I gotta make a phone call. Okay. Love y'all. Talk to y'all in a minute. Peace.